We are being live streamed, so welcome, folks. Week 9, we just have a month left in this course. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're able to have a little bit of summer break with all of this going on. We had, like Carol said, we had a great conference in New Orleans. Just amazing. If you get a chance to go to ISTE ever, jump at it, but do your homework, get on their site and figure out your schedule beforehand, because there's awesome offerings every hour, all the time. And it's overwhelming. So let me share my screen and we'll go through some slides, and hopefully we all know what's going on. Whoops, I need to change my tab there. There we go. You guys seeing my slides there? Okay. So yeah, like we said, we were in New Orleans last week. We actually put together a little Utah meetup, put that out on Twitter and said, hey, if you want to meet us at Cafe Du Monde and for beignets and coffee, you're welcome to join us. And so this is the folks from Utah that joined us there for the conference. I'm way in the back there throwing up the shakas, the hang loose. And if you recognize any people in there, there's Matt, our instructor. Anyone recognize this person right there?
That's not Sid, is it?
It is Sid. She got an award.
Oh,
she
wonderful.
Got an ISTE National Award, and she was there at the conference with Rick Gaisford and Todd Call, just taking it all in and having a good time, and well deserved. It was great to have her there and good to see her. So we had a good time. So let's start off with a quote. We must start by disposing our old assumptions about leadership and about who can lead. We have placed too much responsibility and too much power with the few individuals whom we label leaders in our school systems. Superintendents, curriculum directors, principals cannot on their own generate leadership that improves education. I don't know if you guys, Tony's clapping about that. Hopefully you agree with that, but we're going to look at different ways people can lead this week and see, look if you've got some, collaborative leadership happening in your districts, or, where you are along that continuum. So just a quick review on what's happening this week. We've got our week 8 transforming leadership chapter in our book, and we're looking at the last gear. This is our last week of the Future Ready framework gears on collaborative leadership. We have a discussion this week about transforming leadership for a connected world. There's about 6 different points there. I won't read through them all. Please do not discuss every single one of them. Take 1 or 2 that resonate with you, or you feel like your district's doing a great job with, or you feel like your district could be doing a better job with, and focus on that for your discussion. And even right here, empowering students as leaders is important. How many of us are letting students lead and giving them a voice to say what happens in their education? It's important. But again, we need to look at all of our stakeholders and figure out how all those teams can work together in a collaborative way. And then our Future Ready framework this week, we've got those 4 elements there: a shared forward-thinking vision for teaching and learning, a culture of collaboration, innovation, capacity building, and empowerment, high expectations for evidence-based transformations to teaching and learning, and transformative coherent thinking, planning, policies, and implementation. The self-assessment, will go through those in a bit more detail for sure. And this week, we'd like you to create an infographic. And I don't know, when we were doing our planning, that we realized that this infographic week and the July 4th weekend lined up. So we encourage you to do an infographic. If you just don't have the bandwidth or the time or whatever to dig in and learn a new tool like that, it's okay. Your instructors will say that's fine. Just do whatever you can do this week to share your thoughts on those different areas. So again, read chapter 8, discussion post due by Sunday, your initial enhanced discussion post, and then throughout the rest of the week, do your best you can to lead that discussion forward and respond to some of your peers. And then again, the infographic for this week. So here's from the assignment. We'd like you to create an infographic that links to pertinent documents, shows connections between responsible parties, connects the 21st century vision, and addresses any barriers for students and teachers. And be creative in showing those connections within your school, your districts, collaborative leadership teams and programs. Question.
What are you talking about with the pertinent documents? Can you explain what you're talking about there?
If you're, wherever you're getting your research from, or if it's from your school website and there's an org chart there, you can kind of see, how the district's laid out or that way. But if you don't have any documents this week, then you don't have to link to them. But if you just like, with citing your sources, just make sure that you include links to those for your sources. So hope that helps. All right. And then when you're finished, turn in the URL for your infographic when you're done. You should be able to, with all the tools that create those, I know Pictochart is one. There should be a share button, and within there should be a way to get a URL for that. Worst case, you could put the pictograph or your chart into a Google document or whatever, and then submit that document. Either way, that should work for us. And then just kind of stepping back a step. I don't know if this was last year, but recently, or just when we were doing this chart, somebody did a Pictochart as their enhanced discussion post, and somebody else commented, "Where did you find that tool? Where did you get it that?" And that it's been sitting in this link that nobody ever clicks on. This weekly discussion, expectations, enhanced posting options, and exceptional response consideration. So there's links to a lot of other resources there that'll help you with those enhanced discussion posts and this week with your infographics. So Pictochart's one source, and there's other places. I'm pretty sure Canva would have some templates for infographics, and Creative Cloud, Adobe Cloud Express would have some as well. Somebody watching the chat, I see there's a
Yep, Carol just spoke up that just like you did. Canva's another good one for infographics.
Okay, great. And that's it. So any other questions, anything else we can address for you? This is the last of our gears. You've made it through those, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm worried about week 10. Are you there?
You may be frozen. Sharon, what's your concern with week 10?
So is there like survey questions that we need to ask? There's certain ones or what? What do we do there?
That is a great question. Give me just 1 second to just get in. See what we've got for you. And assignments. Discussions and 10. And we've got the week 10 assignment is a memo to the superintendent. Is that what you're looking at? Is that what you're concerned about?
Sharon, you're muted.
Huh? Oh my heck. Anyways, yeah, because we have to don't we have to interview like up to 4 people or something?
Well, and it's summertime. We would love that. We would love to have you visit with some of your peers, reach out to, 4 of your peers. How are they integrating technology in their classroom? From that, pull those thoughts together, common themes, common approaches, common needs, maybe expectations that they have. Create a memo to your district superintendent. Again, don't send this, please. This is all theoretical, but we'd like you as a technology leader to be able to be the voice for others, to be able to do this. We realize and that you are that it's summertime. It may be very difficult to find teachers at this way, but thank you.
We don't
Amanda.
have to like turn in a certain survey or something. We just collaborate and kind of see what everyone needs.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You bet.
Okay.
Yeah, you can come up with questions if you want to do like a survey, if that's an easy way to collect answers from people. But yeah, we didn't give you a specific set of questions to do with it. We just want you to come up with what would work for what you want to write about.
Yep. And it doesn't have to be negative. If it's positive, you think your superintendent's doing a great job,
Oh.
and say, hey, I've talked with a bunch of other educators and the direction we're going is fantastic and we appreciate it and keep it up,
You bet.
you know?
And we could use a little more help with X, Y, and Z.
With X, Y, and Z, yeah.
If you have that available, we would sure appreciate that.
Anything else?
I have a question about linking our gear projects to the our website. You just want like what we turned in for our assignment linked on there, and then why
Just
did we
pick
choose
4 that you like, that you're proud of. Yep.
That show your connection to those themes and topics and why you're passionate about those. I think that's great.
Other questions? I'm going to take that as holding the record for the course of a 10-minute meeting, 11-minute meeting. So
Just one more
thanks you
minute.
guys that are here
please.
for tuning in. We will be together live next week at SUU.
Teacher
if you're
Education 204.
Ed 204. And if you're a learner in this class, let Tony know what your t-shirt size is and he'll have t-shirts for you. And we'll, I don't think there'll be any food or beverage or anything, but it'll be a little party, but we'll have some fun with it. So, all right. All right. Thanks, everybody.
See you next week in Cedar.
See you next week. Who's leading that out? Are we actually doing a slide or are we just gonna?
My impression, we haven't put a name on that, Clint, and so
Oh, there's a name
let's-
on it. Just who is it?
who is it? I'm not sure who's going to do that.
Matt. So, oh wait, no. Let's see. 30th is Clint. We don't. You're right. We don't have a name on it.
And so if we could open one computer, rather than have the feedback among all of them being open, and we may have to scoot in front of the camera a little bit back and forth like that. But unless you can think of a better alternative or option.
No, that's fine. Carol, do you want to look at the slides for next week and
That's great.
update them if they need it?
Yeah, I'll put together the slides and
Wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic. Sounds great.
Hey,
And we'll get to
Clint, I was gonna ask you just a question really quick.
Hold on, let me